They said you'd slow down. They said your best years were behind you. But here you are, doing things people half your age can't. And whether you know it or not, that makes you rare. In fact, if you're between 65 and 80 and can still do even one of the things on this list, you may be on track to live past 100. Not just live, thrive. With strength. With clarity. With joy. This isn't about luck. This is about signs, real measurable signs, that your body, mind, and spirit are aging right. So let's find out. Are you one of the rare ones? The truth about living to 100. Centenarians, those who live to be 100 or more, aren't just genetically lucky. In fact, research shows only 20% of longevity is genetics. The rest. Your daily habits, your attitude, your movement, your mental resilience, and your connection to others. And there are clear indicators, some hidden in plain sight, that show who's likely to get there, and who isn't. This video will reveal the 10 rare capabilities that strongly predict exceptional longevity. If you still have some, or even just one, of these abilities between 65 and 80, you're not just healthy. You're a statistical outlier. You're a gem. Let's begin. Ability number 1. Getting up from the floor without using your hands. Sounds simple, right? Try it. Sit cross-legged on the floor. Now stand up, without using your hands, knees, or furniture. If you can do this, you're showing strong core stability, healthy hip mobility, leg power, good balance and proprioception, joint resilience. And according to a study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology, this one test is linked to early mortality risk. Participants who could do it had a significantly lower risk of death over 6 years. Why? Because getting up from the floor requires integrated strength and coordination. Exactly what protects you from falls, hospitalizations, and rapid decline. Why this matters? Falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in adults over 65. The ability to recover from a fall may determine your lifespan. Floor mobility reflects whole body functionality, muscles, joints, nerves, and balance. If you can still do this at 70, 80, you have functional muscle strength, core integrity, flexibility, protective neuromuscular connection, a powerful predictor of exceptional aging. And if you can't yet, don't worry, we'll show you how to train it later in this series. Climbing a flight of stairs without resting. No elevator, no railings, just you and a standard flight of stairs. If you can climb it, without stopping, without gasping, and without holding on, you're demonstrating something scientists now call a predictor of exceptional longevity. In fact, one large-scale study published in JAMA Network found that stair climbing ability was more predictive of heart health and life expectancy than treadmill tests or stress ECGs in adults over 65. What stair climbing reveals about your body? Cardiovascular efficiency. How well your heart and lungs work together. Lower body strength, especially in the quads and glutes. Joint integrity, knees and hips moving under load. Balance and spatial awareness. Bone density protection through weight-bearing movement. The stair test explained. Can you climb 10 to 12 stairs, one standard floor, at a steady pace? Can you do it without using the railing or resting midway? Can you speak comfortably during or right after? If yes, you're not just fit. You have the mobility and cardiovascular age of someone 10 to 15 years younger. And that matters. Why this ability is a lifesaver. People who struggle with stairs have double the fall risk. Stair climbing forces the heart to adapt to real-life challenges, not just seated exercise. It builds muscle memory and preserves fast-twitch muscle fibers critical for balance and emergency reactions. It's free. It's natural. And it's one of the best exercises for longevity ever discovered. Case study, Rosa, age 79. Rosa lives in a third-floor walk-up apartment. She climbs stairs daily. No elevator. No excuses. At her last doctor's visit, her heart rate recovery time was that of a 60-year-old. Her secret? She never stopped using her legs, and now they carry her farther than anyone expected. Can't climb yet? Start here. Begin with step-ups on a low stair. Use wall support to practice balance. Combine with heel raises to build calf and ankle power. Track your progress, from 2 stairs to 4 to 12. Even partial climbs improve lung function, circulation, and lifespan potential. Ability number 3. Walking at a strong, confident pace. They don't always notice it, but doctors do. In fact, many geriatric specialists say gait speed is the 6th vital sign. Because how fast and how confidently you walk is one of the most accurate indicators of longevity ever discovered. If you walk slowly and cautiously at 70, your body is sending a signal. But if you can still walk briskly, with rhythm and coordination, your entire system is aging exceptionally well. What a strong walking pace reveals. Brain health. Fast walkers tend to have larger hippocampi, memory center. Heart function. Strong pace equals efficient circulation and oxygen use. Balance and joint stability. Confidence in stride means reliable proprioception. Muscular endurance, particularly in the thighs, calves, and core. Emotional wellness. Walking posture is linked to mood and mental state. One study from the University of Pittsburgh followed adults aged 65 plus and found that those who walked 1 meter/second or faster lived significantly longer, even if they had chronic diseases. Take the 6-meter walk test at home. Measure 6 meters, about 20 feet, in a hallway or sidewalk. Walk the distance at your normal pace, not rushing. Time yourself. If you walk it in under 6 seconds, you're well above average. Under 5 seconds, you're in the longevity elite. Case study, Arturo, age 80. Arturo walks every morning, shoulders back, chin up, hands swinging. Locals say he looks like he's 60. His doctor says his brain scan looks even younger. Because studies now show that fast walking is associated with slower brain aging and reduced dementia risk. What slowed gait might mean: early cognitive decline, muscle atrophy, poor heart conditioning, low mood or depression, side effects from medications. The good news: walking pace is highly trainable. To improve your walking strength, walk daily, even short distances. Use light hand weights to engage your upper body. Practice short, power walks, with fast steps and arms swinging. Walk with music at 90 to 100 beats per minute to set a rhythm. Strengthen glutes and calves with home exercises like squats and toe raises. A strong gait leads to a long life. Ability number 4. Balancing on one leg for 10 seconds or more. Stand up right now. Lift one foot, just a few inches off the ground. Start counting. 1, 2. You wobble. 3, 4. You steady yourself. 5, 6. Can you make it to 10? If you can balance on one leg for 10 seconds or more, you're doing something most people your age cannot. And according to a 2022 study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, this simple test is a strong predictor of survival in older adults. In fact, people over 70 who couldn't balance for 10 seconds had a nearly doubled risk of death in the following decade. What one-leg balance reveals: neuromuscular coordination, brain-to-muscle signal strength, core stability, strength in the abdominals, obliques, and lower back, ankle, knee, and hip control, essential for preventing falls, proprioception, your body's awareness of position in space. Early signs of neurological issues. Balance decline is often an early warning. Try the official balance test. Stand barefoot. Place your hands on your hips. Lift one foot off the floor. Try to hold it for 10 seconds without swaying, hopping, or touching the ground. Bonus: try it with eyes closed. If you can last 4+ seconds with eyes closed, you have elite balance control. Why balance predicts longevity. Falls are the leading cause of injury-related death in people over 65. But more than that, balance represents brain-body integrity. When balance goes, so does confidence, independence, mobility, mental health. Good balance means you're still connected, aligned, and responsive. Case study: Teresa, age 77. Teresa started doing yoga at 65. Now, at 77, she holds a tree pose longer than her 40-year-old daughter. Her secret: daily micro-movements. She balances on one foot while brushing her teeth. Practices single-leg stands during commercials. Her doctor says her fall risk is lower than average for someone 30 years younger. Exercises to build balance over time. Stand on one foot for 10 seconds daily. Hold onto a wall if needed at first. Try heel-to-toe walking along a straight line. Use a balance pad or pillow for more challenge. Practice Tai Chi, yoga, or even dancing. Strengthen your ankles, calves, and hips with targeted exercises. Remember, balance is not just physical, it's neurological. And training it strengthens both body and brain. Ability number 5. Carrying groceries or lifting 10+ pounds without struggle. Think about the last time you went shopping. Could you carry your own groceries from the car to the kitchen? Did your arms tire? Did your hands shake? Did you have to ask for help? Now imagine carrying a 10-pound object, like a bag of rice, a small suitcase, or a grandchild. If you can do that, without strain, without pain, and without fear of dropping it, you are among the strongest seniors in your generation. And science backs it up. Why lifting matters more than you think. Studies show that grip strength and lifting ability are two of the strongest predictors of overall mortality in older adults. In fact, a 2015 study published in The Lancet revealed that seniors with higher grip strength had a 36% lower risk of death over the following decade, even when adjusted for age, gender, and health status. Why? Because lifting reflects so much more than muscle. It represents bone strength, osteoporosis risk, joint integrity, especially in shoulders, elbows, and wrists, core and spine stability, nervous system coordination, confidence in movement, daily functional independence. The grocery strength test. Can you carry 2 grocery bags, one in each hand, across a room? Can you lift a 10 to 15 pounds object from the floor to waist height safely? Can you hold it steady for at least 30 seconds? If yes, your musculoskeletal system is aging extremely well. If no, the good news is, this ability can absolutely be regained. Case study, Manuel, age 75. Manuel started doing resistance training with light dumbbells at age 70. By 75, he was lifting 20-pound water jugs with ease. His bone density scan improved. His doctor took him off fall risk status. He even helped his daughter move houses. Why? Because he kept lifting what life gave him. Why strength equals freedom in old age. Lifting your own groceries means you don't need help every time you shop. You can manage in emergencies, bags, boxes, suitcases. You're less likely to fall when carrying weight. You maintain autonomy, dignity, and control of your environment. How to build or maintain this strength. Use light dumbbells, start with 3 to 5 pounds, and work up. Practice farmer's carries, walking while holding weight in each hand. Strengthen grip with stress balls, hand grips, or towel twists. Do squats, wall sits, and modified push-ups for total body support. Lift daily objects with intention, bags, books, pots, to stay functional. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. You just need to be able to lift your life. Ability number 6. Waking up with a sense of purpose each day. The alarm goes off. You open your eyes. And even before your feet touch the floor, you know exactly why you got up. Maybe it's to feed your dog, to meet your walking group, to tend your garden, to volunteer, to write, to laugh with your grandchildren. That reason, that fire inside you, is one of the most powerful predictors of a long life. Not your blood pressure, not your cholesterol, not even your genetics, but your why. What purpose really means. Purpose is not always grand or philosophical. It's not about saving the world or building an empire. Purpose can be as simple as having someone who needs you, creating something every day, growing something that matters, serving, loving, mentoring, helping, having unfinished plans you're still excited to live. And science confirms, people with purpose live longer. The evidence, purpose extends life. A groundbreaking study from the University of Michigan followed more than 7,000 adults over age 50. Those with a strong sense of purpose had lower mortality risk, less heart disease, fewer strokes, better sleep, greater resilience to depression and disability. In fact, the difference was so striking, the lead researcher called Purpose a longevity vitamin. Purpose boosts health because it activates dopamine and serotonin, reducing inflammation, improves immune system function, reduces stress hormones like cortisol, encourages healthy routines and behaviors, builds social connection and motivation to stay active. Case study, Eileen, age 82. Eileen lost her husband at 76. She almost gave up. Then she started teaching kids how to read, just 1 hour a week. Now, at 82, she's healthier than ever. She says, "Those little hands holding books, they hold my heart too." Her purpose? To pass on the love of reading. And in doing so, she keeps living. How to find or reignite your purpose after 65. Ask yourself, what do I still love doing? Identify who needs you right now. Start small, one task, one gesture, one day at a time. Explore volunteering, mentoring, or community work. Write your story, your wisdom, your legacy. Join or form a group based on shared interests. Daily practice. The morning question. Before you get out of bed, ask, who will I help, what will I grow, or what joy will I touch today? Even the smallest answer can keep your heart beating strong. Ability number 7. Having close, meaningful social connections. You're sitting at a table. Someone across from you is smiling. Maybe it's a friend, a child, a neighbor. Maybe you don't even need to speak, you just know you're seen. That moment of connection, of warmth, of belonging, might be adding years to your life. Because loneliness kills, quietly. But relationships, they heal. The science of social longevity. A massive study by Brigham Young University analyzed over 300,000 people. They found that strong social ties increased lifespan by 50%. In fact, loneliness was more deadly than smoking 15 cigarettes a day, obesity, physical inactivity, alcoholism. And the damage wasn't just emotional. Loneliness leads to higher blood pressure, increased inflammation, weaker immune system, cognitive decline, depression, shortened telomeres, markers of aging. Signs you're aging well socially. You have someone to talk to about your day. You laugh with another human being regularly. You feel understood, not just tolerated. You know someone would notice if you disappeared. You still feel useful, wanted, and loved. Case study, Henry and Pete, ages 74 and 77. Henry and Pete met at a book club 10 years ago. Now they walk together every morning, rain or shine. When Pete had surgery, Henry brought soup every day. Their blood pressure, low. Their mood, high. Their friendship, the real medicine. But what if you feel alone now? You're not the only one. Loneliness among seniors is rising. But it's never too late to rebuild connection. Calling one old friend a week. Joining a walking group, library class, or church circle. Volunteering in something you care about. Attending local senior center events. Hosting a small tea or lunch, even for just one neighbor. Writing letters to people you love. The act of reaching out is the act of staying alive. A powerful truth. You don't need 1,000 friends. You just need one safe, honest, joyful connection. That bond, no matter how small, protects your heart, your brain, and your future. Ability number 8. Sleeping through the night without medication. The clock strikes 3 a.m. You're still asleep. No tossing. No bathroom trips. No staring at the ceiling. You wake at 6:30, calm, rested, clear. No pills. No fog. No struggle. If that describes your nights, you are not average. You are exceptional. Because restful, natural sleep after 65 is a biological gift and a predictor of long life. Why natural sleep predicts longevity? Good sleep is when you fall asleep easily. You stay asleep. You wake feeling refreshed. You don't rely on sedatives or alcohol. Your circadian rhythm is still strong. According to the National Institute on Aging, Sleep fragmentation in older adults is linked to higher risk of Alzheimer's, increased heart disease, weakened immune system, daytime fatigue and fall risk, shorter telomeres, faster aging. But those who maintain quality sleep naturally tend to live longer, with sharper minds and stronger bodies. What natural sleep indicates: balanced hormones, melatonin, cortisol, serotonin, low systemic inflammation, stable blood sugar levels, mental clarity and emotional regulation, healthy nervous system function. Case study: Gloria, age 78. Gloria hasn't used a sleeping pill in decades. Her secret: no screens after sunset, early dinners, daily walks in sunlight, chamomile tea and soft music before bed. She wakes with energy and peace. Her doctor says her sleep is that of a 55-year-old. How to improve sleep naturally in your 60s, 70s, and 80s. Stick to a consistent bedtime and wake-up time. Get at least 30 minutes of natural light in the morning. Avoid caffeine after 1 p.m. Limit alcohol, which disrupts sleep cycles. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Use gentle pre-sleep rituals like reading, breathing, or prayer. Avoid screens for an hour before sleep. What to avoid? Over-the-counter sleep aids can cause memory fog and dependency. Long-term use of benzodiazepines, linked to dementia and falls. Naps longer than 30 minutes late in the day. Still struggling? Try this: magnesium glycinate, valerian root or lemon balm, guided sleep meditations, weighted blankets, gentle stretching or yoga nidra. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a lifeline. Ability number 9. Learning new things and retaining information. You read a new book and remember the plot. You try a new app and figure it out. You learn a new recipe, a new word, or a new dance step, and feel alive. If that sounds like you, if your brain is still hungry for knowledge, you're not just mentally sharp. You're showing signs of neurological youth. And that youth, it could carry you well beyond the average lifespan. Why lifelong learning is a longevity superpower. Studies show that continued learning after 65 is linked to lower risk of dementia and Alzheimer's, stronger neural connections, improved memory and concentration, better emotional regulation, greater resilience to age-related cognitive decline. A study published in Psychological Science found that seniors who took up a complex new skill, like quilting, photography, or digital tools, showed measurable increases in memory performance after just a few months. What mental learning really shows? Brain plasticity is still active. Prefrontal cortex is functioning well. Short and long-term memory pathways are healthy. Dopamine production is still triggered by curiosity. Cognitive aging is being delayed or even reversed. Case study: Lionel, age 80. At 80, Lionel enrolled in an online astronomy course. He didn't even own a computer 5 years ago. Now, he video chats with classmates in other countries and remembers constellations better than his 40-year-old son. His neurologist says his mental agility is decades ahead of his age. Noticing mental slowness? Here's how to train your brain. Start a daily journaling habit. Track ideas and emotions. Read books outside your comfort zone. Watch documentaries and discuss them with others. Try online learning platforms: Coursera, YouTube Learning, Masterclass. Learn a new language or instrument. Do crosswords, Sudoku, or memory games regularly. Switch hands for everyday tasks to activate new brain pathways. The learning test. Can you recall 3 new facts you learned this week? Can you explain something complex to someone else? Do you feel excitement or fear when facing a new challenge? If you're still excited by knowledge, you're biologically young, no matter what your birth certificate says. The emotional bonus of learning. It gives you a reason to wake up, something to talk about, a way to stay connected with younger generations, and most importantly, a sense that your story is still unfolding. Ability number 10. Moving every day without pain or fear. You don't hesitate to walk to the store. You kneel to garden, bend to tie your shoes, reach high to grab a plate. You're not counting steps. You're just living your life, in motion. No chronic pain. No fear of falling. No avoiding movement because it might hurt. If this is you, then you're not just lucky. You're living in alignment with your joints, your muscles, your nerves, and your spirit. Why daily, pain-free movement is a rarity and a gift. Most people over 65 begin to limit movement because of joint stiffness, arthritis, past injuries, weak core or knees, poor posture, or worst of all, fear. But those who keep moving without fear preserve muscle elasticity, synovial joint lubrication, circulation, coordination, bone density, mental clarity, and they maintain what matters most, independence. The fear of movement cycle. Fear leads to less movement. Less movement leads to weakness. Weakness leads to fall. Falls lead to more fear. And the cycle tightens. But if you've broken that cycle, if you still move freely, your body is biologically younger than most of your peers. Case study, Ruth, age 76. Ruth walks 2 miles every morning. She does light yoga 3 times a week. She carries laundry up and down the stairs and plays with her dog in the yard. She has arthritis, but she moves through it. And her joints, still fluid. Her balance, still solid. Her life, still hers. How to keep moving every day, forever. Walk at least 20 to 30 minutes a day. Stretch every morning to maintain flexibility. Practice balance drills, 1-leg stands, toe-to-heel walking. Add strength training twice a week for bones and joints. Stay hydrated and nourished. Cartilage needs water. Warm up and cool down mindfully. Use supportive shoes and avoid slippery surfaces. If you experience pain, start gently. Chair yoga. Water aerobics. Resistance bands instead of weights. Gentle range of motion movements. Physical therapy to address root causes. Movement is not punishment. It's permission. Permission to keep living fully. Final reflection. The 10 signs of a rare gem. Let's take a moment to look at the 10 powerful signs that you are not aging normally. You're aging exceptionally. You can get up from a floor without using your hands. You can climb stairs without resting. You walk at a strong, steady pace. You can balance on one leg for 10+ seconds. You carry your own groceries or lift weight confidently. You wake up each morning with purpose. You have meaningful relationships and connection. You sleep through the night naturally. You keep learning and remembering. You move every day without pain or fear. If you can do even 5 of these, you are already far above average. If you can do 7 or more, you're in rare company. And if you hit all 10, you are a rare gem, a beacon of resilience, vitality, and hope. And yes, you just might live to 100. If this video opened your eyes, or your heart, please share it with someone you love over 65. Comment below, how many of these 10 can you still do? Subscribe to The Elder Way for weekly content that celebrates aging with strength, wisdom, and purpose. Because this is more than a video. It's a mirror. And when you look into it, we hope you see what we see. Not decline, but defiance. Not age, but mastery. Not the end, but the elder way.